Gold. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Nice to be with you, Catherine. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, could you start by telling us a bit more about your board strengthening and the key director appointments that you've made recently?
Sure. As our shareholders would have seen this morning, we announced the appointment of Ms. Rachel Johnston as a new non-executive director of the company. And getting her on board is a major positive for us, given that she's been active in Africa for over a 10-year period. And she's very much focused on a key area of our own focus, which is ESG, the environmental, social, and governance programs that we're busy implementing across our operations and activities. So getting her involved, given her experience in Africa, is a major plus for us. And I think she brings an awful lot to the company. As part of her appointments as well, we've restructured the board. So two of the previous directors that were involved in the company prior to it being focused on gold over the past 5 months, they've resigned. And that allows us to really have in place now a dedicated gold development, gold production company supported by a very strong board. So getting Rachel involved at this stage is very important. And it's also worth highlighting that her appointment follows the announcement only a few weeks ago of the appointment of Rianne Lombard as our new general manager, and also Paul Reeves as our new CFO. So over the past month, we've made some very big additions to the team, and I think that's going to help us as we move forward with the expansion activities and growth here in East Africa. Thank
you. Now, the company only listed in late August 2021. What progress have you achieved since then?
We're very proud of what we've achieved since then. We immediately prior to the listing, I mean, we'd been on site for a couple of months before that, but immediately prior to the listing, we've expanded the mining capacity. You would have seen in the announcement the tremendous wrap up that we've had on the mining side. I think November to December, 34% increase in the mining. Processing side, from the plant that we inherited from Goldplat to now, we've increased the production 5-6-fold. We hit a record production through the plant of around 51,000 tons for the month of December. Very importantly, coming through from December into this quarter, January and February, the operations are running very stable. It's nice and sustainable at those production levels. That was a key for us. Very exciting on the drill rig side. We acquired 2 drill rigs post-listing. They arrived during December, and we commenced drilling early in January, and we've been firing on all cylinders on the drilling program, and hopefully some exciting drilling results to come out in the next couple of weeks. So Kilimapesa is the team are performing well. We've got the right people in place, and we're aggressively running the operations and exploring. It's exciting times. We've achieved a hell of a lot, I believe, since we listed in August.
Thank you. Talking of RC and DD drilling activities, can you tell us a bit more about how this is going and how you're progressing through your work scope?
Sure. We got a 10,000 meter RC program, which, as I said, commenced early in January, and in parallel to that, we've got a 3,000 meter DD program as well, which commenced early in January. As of this morning, we've done about 15 holes on the RC. So we're sitting at about 1,500 meters completed on the RC, and we're completing the 3rd hole on the diamond side. So things are progressing really, really well. The work is focused on the Kilimapesa Hill. So we're looking two things. We're looking to expand the resource on the hill, and we're looking to further grow the confidence on the resources in the hill. So yeah, we're on track. It's going well. And from what I've seen to date, we're excited to put the results out soon.
Now, you've got some results from the drilling program expected in Q1 of 2022. Can you tell us a bit more about what you're expecting?
I can't. I'm afraid. I would love to, but I think we have to put that out officially. I can say the drilling program is going according to plan. We're hitting the meters. We're drilling in the right areas. We're waiting for the results. Samples are in the lab, and we're waiting for the results. So yeah, looking forward to putting that announcement out.
Thank you. Now, looking at your share price today, can you tell us a bit more about this and how you believe that that might change as we progress further into 2022?
Yes, Jason back on again now. Look, you see the share price where it is today. We listed barely 5 months ago at 1 pence. We've had a bit of a roller coaster up to some very heady highs of 1.9, and we're currently at about 1.13, which I guess, look, as a team, we look at it and we see what we've achieved over the past 5 months, and Robbie's just touched on a lot of that. Clearly, we think that the company has changed quite dramatically, and we've achieved a tremendous amount. So we're hopeful that we'll see a very significant re-rating in that share price to reflect what we've achieved. Operationally, as Robbie said, you've got a plant which is operating at several times what it was previously. And we're moving forward now to an expansion program that's going to take up monthly production up to 2,000 ounces a month. So that is a material change on where we were 5 months ago when we listed. You've seen the drill rigs at work on site, and Robbie's just touched on that, and some assay results to follow. So that's a big potential re-rate on that share price. In addition, we've gone out there and we've announced that expansion strategy in East Africa is moving ahead, and we announced the acquisitions in Tanzania of the Niakafura and Simba projects, which have added 1 million ounce resource already to the group. So when we listed, we had 670,000 ounces at Kilimapesa. We're now well over 1.5 million ounces at the group level. So, we'd be hoping that the investors and the market in general sees that, and that's a 2.5 times increase in our resources. And as a company, we've become a much more focused gold company with some quite significant appointments. Rachel's one announced today really strengthens us at that board level and in certain areas of ESG initiatives. But also being able to secure the likes of Rian Lombard as our new GM and Paul Reeves as CFO. I think investors, shareholders should take a lot of comfort from the team that's now been established over that 5-month period, and is in place to allow us to grow and expand our business further. So with all of that in place, clearly I'd like to think that the share price is going to be worth well more than the 1.15 that it is today. And I think just looking at it from a dollars per resource value, or whatever you want to put it at, there is a lot of value in Kilimapesa, in Caracal, which I think shareholders should start to take note of. The market should take note of, and hopefully we will be trading at several times that over the course of 2022.
Lots to look forward to. And ShareTalk are planning to hold a webinar with Caracal Gold in the near future. Are there any highlights that we can expect from that?
Plenty. Look, investors have seen announcements we've put out recently of the planned expansion plans here and what's in store. The additions to the milling circuit, the new heap leach plant, which is being constructed shortly. So there's going to be plenty of news to follow on that. The drilling results, which Robbie's keeping close to his chest, they'll clearly come out, and we're anticipating. I think we mentioned in the quarterly update just yesterday that we're anticipating an updated resource reserve statement to be released later in the year. So I think when we have that webinar, it'll be a great opportunity to engage with our shareholders and investors, a great opportunity for them to ask Robbie and the team here, exactly what's going on and what they're going to deliver. But it's also part of, I guess, the broader approach we have with shareholders of being very transparent, very open, very engaging, and allowing people to see exactly what we're doing and giving them the confidence to invest and support us. We're very happy to be working with ShareTalk, and we look forward to confirming that date for the webinar.
And maybe it's an opportunity for us to introduce some of the new team like Rian and get them on the webinar as well, to answer some questions and get them in front of shareholders, which will be good. I think just going on what Jason said about the share price and the team that we've managed to recruit, people like Rian and Paul, with their vast experience in Africa in gold mining development and gold exploration, that they wouldn't move backwards, and they've moved from some fairly serious companies to come and join us. So they see the potential, and I think once the market starts to see that and starts to understand us a little bit better with our over 1.5 million ounces, our exploration potential, a producing mine and a development project. So I think exciting times for us in 2022.
Certainly sounds like it. Jason and Robbie, do you have any other updates that you would like to share with us today?
No, Catherine, I think watch Jason's Twitter feed when the aeroplane comes up. There's an RNS coming. We look forward to working with you guys during the year.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us today, Robbie McRae and Jason Brewer from Caracal Gold.
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share